Hi, cat. Hi, Ken. Welcome back. It is Tuesday, and I get to do news stories, so I have Danny joining me. We're going to do news stories. Are you ready? Let's go. Disney buys out Maker Studios. If you don't know what Maker Studios, Danny will tell you now. Go.
Maker Studios is a studio that Shay Carlson started, and he is now selling it for $500 million to Disney. He could end up getting $450 million more.
Boom! Next story. Man expecting quintuplets. There was a man that was expecting quintuplets with his girlfriend, and they were getting all kinds of donations. It was a big story in their town, so they were getting all kinds of baby donations, you know, baby stuff. And then they went to the hospital and they found out that the woman had a phantom pregnancy. She was not pregnant at all. But see, the phantom pregnancy means her belly grew out and she had morning sickness. Isn't that kind of fucked up?
A math teacher decided to convince his students not to cheat by saying anytime they fail a test that he will give them spoilers to Game of Thrones.
This whole thing started when he asked his class to raise their hands if they watched Game of Thrones. And most of the class did, knowing that they don't read the books. He was like, alright. And he went and locked the door. He's like, I'm going to tell you spoilers if you don't start doing better on your math. Father bites off baby's nose. There was a, teen father. You know how this story goes. We've heard stories like this all over in our little town of Coshocton. Where it's like half crazy people, half wiggers.
Yeah. Father can't handle having a child.
So the baby was crying, and he didn't know what to do. So he was like, oh, I got this bread idea. I'll fucking bite the baby's nose off.
A baby can't tell what the world is.
You're a fucking teenager. Why are you having a kid in the first place? Secondly, why would you bite off the baby's nose to make it stop crying? That's just going to make it keep crying
Next
more.
story. A girl is selling her virginity without showing her face.
Yes, this 24-year-old, I forget her name, but she's selling her virginity online, and she's got a rockin' body, but in all the pictures you see with her, there's her name with the bar going right across her face.
So no one has ever seen her face.
You gotta be prepared for that ugly face, man. I mean, they do make paper bags, but...
Expect a horse.
Expecto Patronum. Teen kidnapped! This story is one of the most fucked up stories I have today. Apparently this teen was kidnapped after calling someone gay online, which is... Oh my god, it's so...
Cyberbullying. Turn your computer off.
So apparently what happened was, these two teens and one of their lady friends, so they lured this kid in with this girl who, I'll post the link, she's pretty attractive, not gonna lie, even though she's like super 15. Lured this kid into a shed where the two other guys in there held him down and carved a swastika into his forehead.
This guy was able to get away, go to a convenience store and call the police, where the two of them are being charged as adults and one is being charged as a minor.
But how fucked up do you have to be if you're gonna go
crazy.
If you're gonna go that far just because someone called you gay?
Yeah.
I mean, like
they were obviously going to kill him.
So they called you gay.
Well, it seems like the perfect retaliation. I'm gonna kidnap you and carve things into you.
So you would rather be known as the kid that tried to kill someone than as the person that someone called you gay one time on the internet! Woman gives birth on LSD!
A worker at a Walmart decided to lace a bunch of meat with LSD. A family bought this meat and started tripping balls really hard.
So apparently this woman gave birth while she was on LSD, and apparently the baby was on LSD too. And he came out, he's perfectly healthy and fine, but it turns out someone at a meat market laced this, and I think they should sue.
Sue Walmart. You deserve it.
A teenage girl gives a cop a parking ticket.
Now this story is hilarious, and I love it.
There was a 14-year-old in Texas who saw a cop had pulled in and parked beside a fire exit lane, which is like the red marked line on the sidewalk.
Obviously not a place to park.
And so she wrote him a ticket. And it said, you didn't pull in head first, whatever, and you owe $10 to the owner of this apartment complex. So the cop came back out, and he picked it up, and he said he immediately started laughing. He thought it was hilarious, and instead of giving $10 to the person who owned the apartment, he went and got a $40 gift certificate to Toys R Us and gave it to this girl.
And I am loving this story.
See, and then you think it wouldn't be much, but it turns out she'd never been to a Toys R Us. She had just moved here from Alabama, and that they were both from Alabama, so they're now friends, and I just think it's a nice little fuzzy story.
Yes.
So, Kent, I've got your punishment. It's been received, and I think I'll try and do that on my next video, because I don't have money to get tomatoes now. So, yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.